Good night, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome to Crypto Nightly. So today we're talking about the ETH ETF and how it fell flat. We're going to be talking about Kamala and how she's bullish on Bitcoin. So we got some big announcements there. Geez, I found some funny things. I hope the YouTube algorithm and Twitter don't get upset, but the internet is undefeated. So let's get it started. Thank you guys for joining us. What's up,
What's
Desert?
going on?
How we doing?
Oh, watching the entertainment today.
What was the entertainment?
All day. Ben.
Hey, and what's up, Hops? Yes, the ETH ETF launched this morning. It was great.
And it is extremely flat.
Oh, that's what you were saying? That's so funny because I saw that
I tweeted out this morning when it launched. So when the markets went live, I think it was at 34.86. Right now we're sitting at 34.74.
Which is crazy, but this is what I said that I believed when the ETH ETF came out, a lot of these institutions would be offloading. So I think that the ones that had it, right, chose to offload, and then the ones that didn't, then they jumped in. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's probably why it's flat because, I've got an article about the volume that's been going on with ETH.
Oh, it's crazy volume.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You got the sells,
and the bankers and the companies that promoted the ETF, they don't care about the price.
They want the volume.
Yeah, they want volume.
Yeah,
they get a percentage of that volume, baby. That's all they care about.
Shout out to Bong Solo and Hops. I definitely think that it's the calm before the storm, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And I have been salivating at the mouth, thinking about how delicious that the hazy IPA is going to be at the Hops on Cardano party. So if anybody is going to Rare Evo and they hold some brewers, you got to hop in their Discord, find out how you can get there, because I think it's gonna be worth it. I think it's gonna be amazing. We got these awesome people on their team. Bank is gonna be there with bourbon, so I mean, Bank
and
bourbon,
BMS,
right?
What I'm saying? BMS, I think, is the third.
Yep.
Yeah,
BMS as well.
Projects.
Yes, and they are actually, I think, going to be branded on the actual beer. They won the competition they were having for the branding partner, I believe.
Oh,
and then we'll also have, I think, the Peace Hive, perhaps, maybe not. I could be wrong.
It's just three.
It's three?
Just three, to my knowledge. I thought it was BMS, Bank, and Hops.
Well, I'll make sure that when I go by the Bees Hive booth, that I get enough bee. I'm definitely going to be the one at the door with a full bag of beer trying to leave. Well, I won't try to leave. I'll try to stay. That's going to be the problem. You're going to have to kick me out for sure. But speaking
has the time been set yet, Ryan?
Time been set yet? That will help us schedule and plan around that.
Yeah, that will help us schedule our stuff also.
Oh, I bought my flight. So I'm going to arrive in Las Vegas at 2 p.m. So anyone else that is there around that time, I would love to see everybody as much as possible as I can. And I know that there's like a Cardano governance thing. If it is terrible, then we will leave. And Bong Solo, don't you worry. I will drink one for you, but only one, because I have a feeling we're going to have a very long evening, very early morning. The whole time, the whole conference, and I'm super excited. We got some really cool things going on there. Very great projects. How was your day?
I will be Okay, 6 to 10 on Friday. Okay.
6 to 10. Okay, bank. And
Bees won the collab on the label. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, bees won the collab.
Bees won the collab and are on the label. Bank.
Damn, so they just inched out then, because when I was looking at it before, it was BMS that was ahead. I missed that announcement, dude. So it probably came out on Friday when I got lost.
So we're gonna have to go to the buffet about 4 o'clock.
Yep.
So we can soak up all that beer once we get to the party at 6.
Yes. And I am 100% gonna be bringing my man bag or my Merce. I'm gonna line it with plastic, and I'd be damned if I don't leave with a full course meal in my man bag before we get out of that buffet. I mean, they say it's good. You said that you saw the buffet. It's gonna be awesome.
I did watch a thing on the buffet. The first guy I watched was kind of mid. I was like, that can't, it's like $85. I was like, that can't be the whole freaking buffet. Then I clicked on another video and I was like, oh, okay. The dessert section is like 20 feet long.
So here's a question actually that I have for Ryan. So we are making this a little bit about Ryan now, but will you all have hops water, right? Will there be an assortment of hops related non-alcoholic options? Because I'm going to just be honest. I'm not gonna go hard.
Well, it's at a bar
full time. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying
they're having catering trucks also.
Okay, excellent. Well, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 non-alcoholic beverages and water in between hazy IPAs. Because, dude, IPAs, sometimes they just, sneak up on you, man.
There you go. Get you some of that moose milk.
Yeah, get some moose milk. That's what I want. That. Well, geez, I was gonna say, that moose knuckle milk. I hope he comes in for the show at some point. I know it's a little late for him on the East Coast.
So if John is hitting the airport at 2 p.m., if there's somebody else that needs a ride from the airport at that time, I probably have room for another person to pick up, because I'm going to pick John up at the airport at 2. And we'll be going wherever, Caesars, wherever, taking him to his Airbnb or something or whatever.
Excellent.
So just hit me up in Discord. We can work something out. Moose doesn't drink. Oh, yeah, that's right.
No,
Moose,
yeah. That's what I was saying.
Moose
That's what I'm
doesn't
saying. That's why I was saying moose milk. You know what I mean? Like he likes the hops water and some of the other NA options. And so that's why I was asking, because I definitely want probably more of that than actual beer, or I'll have to space it out quite a bit, because I like me some.
I'm not a big drinker either. I have 2-3 beers and I'll be fine. You know what I mean? I don't like getting drunk.
I
might get drunk at Omnia on the closing night though.
Yeah, we had that. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that right now. Let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, with JPEG Empire, dude, we have been super excited to announce our partnership with Kumadroid. Everybody who doesn't follow Kumadroid should follow Kumadroid. Yesterday, we went over some of the really awesome images that were coming from Realms, which is a metaverse project on Algorand, who we are partnered with as well. They made some amazing animations of some of our bosses, and we love it. But Kumadroid over on Solana is going to help us to bring super advanced trading bots over here, and then basically give you the opportunity to use them in a way that's super user friendly. And it'll be like a few clicks and then you'll be good to go, right? Set it and forget it. That's what we were shooting for. We just want to create as many tools as we can for everybody in our community. And so, make sure you're following JPEG Empire, myself, Desert, Seji, and at Chinbot Bridge. Yeah, we're cooking, man. We're cooking. But big shout out to the builders.
And let's see if we can get the viewers that we had last night. You guys are awesome. That was crazy. I don't know if we triggered the algo or what, but we had over 600 concurrent viewers last night. So do us a favor. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this with a friend if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitter, like and retweet the space. That is the number one thing you can do for us right now. I think that's what hit the algorithm. I'm not sure, but I mean, we were on fire last night. You guys are freaking awesome.
Yes.
If you are watching on Twitter, do us a favor. We got some more subs last night. Jump over to YouTube. Go ahead and sub on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. And then pop back on over to Twitter. That's fine. We just need to... So the more subs on YouTube and the more retweets we get on Twitter, it will trigger the algorithm. It'll expand this to more people, get the news out, let everybody know what we got going on at JPEG Empire, and bringing you guys the nightly news.
Yes. And while we are on that, can you pull up the post of last night's stream really quickly?
I believe I can.
All right. So I am also going to, okay, so this is our live stream from right now. Let's find the one from yesterday. It was this one because we have a giveaway, and it looks to me as though on the original right here, we have 20 potential winners. Right? So I'm going to wait until the end, but I'm going to put this here. It up.
No, the original. We want the original right here. So we got 30 retweets or 20 retweets and 30 likes. Let's go ahead and copy that link. Are we going to pull it right now?
No, we'll wait till the end. But
it's from yesterday.
Okay, well then I'll do it.
Not like, you know, I mean, we might as well get it out of the way real quick. So we'll bring up. If I can type.
Okay, found it. We're going. I'm putting it in here.
Oh, I got everything up right here. We're doing
Twitter picker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it. I have it already up. I was going to begin draw right now.
This is me on the screen.
Oh, I know. I'm saying. Oh, I already have it all.
Yeah, we'll do. I mean, you can bring up your screen if you want, but I say we do it live.
Yeah, we can do it live. But I'm saying I got it here already, right? Well, we have all of the people already in here. Let's begin draw.
Well, make sure you...
Wait, hold on. It says entries. Only 2. Huh. Jesse Aguilar. The description. Hold on. All right. Well... I feel like it says only 2 entries.
Yeah, you did something.
You're gonna have to do it. I'll let you do it. Right. I'll stop trying to do it. I don't know what I did. Right. What's up, Hong? And thank you for sharing and the tweet. So yeah, and then let me see. So I have some silly things. I mean, I think the TA is definitely what did it. We also were talking about all this stuff. The computers going out, which I want everybody to know, could not have happened if it was built on a decentralized network, right? This is what we're building.
That is correct.
We're building non-vulnerable infrastructure for the internet, right?
What is Platypus?
At Platypus CNFT.
At Platypus CNFT.
Yeah, let me make sure. CNFT. Yep, that's it. Platypus CNFT.
Okay. Continue. There we go. 19 entries. So one person did not make the cut.
Okay. All right.
And the winner is Jpg Empire.
Oh, gosh. So we'll just send it to ourselves and we'll just call it good. We don't even have to send it to give it to them. Fantastic. Right? Fantastic. No, okay. We'll try one more time.
Showtime.
So Showtime
is the winner.
Fantastic. You have won a Platypus Cyberpunk. Just, any of the places, shoot me a DM where you want it to go, and we'll make sure you get it.
Boom. So there's that.
So that's out of the way. So we have our winner.
Why is my camera going crazy again? God, I hate StreamYard, man. There's no reason my camera should be acting like this.
You have tap tools open.
I do not have tap tools open.
Okay, now you're good. You've
right.
loaded.
It's weird. It's like I gotta click off of whatever I have open.
All right, let's. I guess do Market Watch real quick.
Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll get into Market Watch. And it has been a red day. Let's go ahead and reset to make sure we got all the correct data. Hold on, let me bring my chat down right here real quick. So we're down 1.7%, still above that 2.5 trillion mark. 109 billion in volume, so up from yesterday. Bitcoin dominance down about 4 points, and Ethereum dominance up 4 points. Gwei sitting at 2 to send you a ETH transaction. We got Bitcoin coming in at 65,805, down almost 3% on the day. Ethereum sitting flat on the day at 3469. We got BNB at 581, Solana at 172, XRP at 59, Dogecoin at 12, Toncoin back under 7 at 687, and Cardano with a big dip down to 40 cents. So the whole market is down. It's just, and this, I mean, it, you know, we were looking at the charts yesterday. We were looking at Bitcoin and we said, you know, it's getting bearish. We're in that bearish. We had some, you know, positive indicators on the 1 hour that said we might go up, but apparently they just weren't strong enough. We got ENS up 12.5%. Pepe's up 3. Athena's up 3. Maker's up 2. Arbitrum up 2.3. Helium still pumping up 2.7. And Caspa up 1.3. Other than that, not really much going. Let's see the biggest losers. Biggest losers, Core down 13.2, Celestia down 12.8, AVAX down 8.7, DYDX down 8.5, Injective down 7.9, ASI still going down to 7.8, Jasmine down 8.5, and the red continues. That's a lot of red. So, all right, let's pull up the chart real quick. Let's go up to the daily. And as you can see, the red dot on the daily has confirmed we are in the second day. This could be signaling an overall bearish trend. This could play out through the rest of the week, maybe into next Monday. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll get a nice close, you know, start banging away at August. But I don't really see any. I mean, I guess we do got that bearish div right there on the daily. That, you know, we're kind of flat with the red dot. We got money flow. It looks like it turned. It was curving to the upside. Today it started to curve. VWAP coming down, momentum coming down. Let's go down a little bit to the 4 hour. 4 hour losing the 21. We are coming down though. We got the VWAP coming back up as the money flow goes down and the momentum coming down. This could come all the way down into the oversold territory. But we're fighting that 50. We're saying if we lose that 50, we're going down even further. I mean, we're at this little volume node right here. You know, next high volume node with some resistance and everything is going to be at 64.6. So in the median term, we could be coming down right here to 64, 64.7, something like that. You can see we got a lot of volume right here in this area. And then if we break that, the next amount of volume, which is a real big one right here, at about 63.4. So we aren't out of the woods. Like I said, we're below the 20, the 21. We are still above the 200 on the 8 hour. So that is good. We have a huge bearish div on the 8 hour. Right here. As you can see, we're coming down.
For the
VWAP coming down. What's that?
For the newbies tuning in, what is a bearish diversion? What does that entail?
So your bearish diversion is going to be when your price action rides higher. Okay, and you can do bearish and bullish diversions across multiple indicators. I'm using Market Cipher B, and we're doing it against the momentum wave right here. But you could be doing it. So this purple line is actually the RSI line right here. And you could be doing it against that. You can see we got the lower low. If you take those two same points, it's still, you know, so you'll have a higher high on your price action on top, and you'll have a lower high on your oscillator on the bottom. And whether that be using the MACD, the RSI, the Stokes, Market Cipher B, that is where your divergences are.
So the divergence
so now your bullish
is a sign of weakness. So divergence
is a sign of weakness.
Sign of weakness in the momentum of the price.
Right. It means that the price is getting pushed so high, but there's no strength behind it. It's like inflated. The price is inflated in accordance with the actual strength of the move, you know? So that's why it's starting to come back down. And then we also see that another market cipher tool is the DBSI, which is your dual band strength index. And the higher the number, the harder it pushes the opposite way. So we have a 12 on top and a -2 on bottom. So you can see it pushing us down right here. I wonder if I should start doing this with just RSI and Stokes, because not everybody has market cipher.
Yeah.
I can add here. Let's see here.
I feel like I didn't get a clear answer. I want Johnny to come in on Friday.
You feel like you didn't get a clear answer?
No, I mean from Johnny. I said from Johnny. I want him to come in on Friday and do live today and then do like Elliott wave theory. Be so fun.
We're going to look at Elliott wave theory. What I thought was invalidated yesterday may still be good. So this is the RSI right here. This is your relative strength index. This is a free indicator on TradingView. So, and there is a free version of TradingView. If you don't have TradingView and you would like to pick it up, we do have a referral link down in the description. And I believe with the free TradingView package, you get up to 5 indicators, and then you can build on it from that. And this one over here is your VPVR. I believe this is a free indicator also. So you could always bring this up. What this does is it's called the volume range visible profile. So it takes all the volume and it puts it in a little wave graph on the side of your chart right here. So even if we were looking at the RSI, we still have the same thing. We have, oops, come on. Why is that not? There we go. So we have a lower high on the strength and a higher high on the price, and that creates the divergence. So the paths are separating from each other, and it's bearish because they're going away from each other. We may see some, as we work through the charts, we may see some indications of a bullish div. Oops. So let's get rid of that.
Yeah, so the thing that is doing that right now to the markets is that the ETH Bitcoin ETFs came into action today. The thing everybody's excited about is the ETH side, because we've already had some other Bitcoin ETFs. But I mean, it's obvious that some of the institutional money is playing this game back and forth, right? That's why we're looking at this right now.
Right.
If I
And
sell
this,
my
with this,
$500 of Bitcoin, it's not going to move the price. But if BlackRock sells, you know what I mean, like a couple 100,000 Bitcoin, just because,
right. It
that.
used to be, so in the last cycle, obviously the price was much lower. $1 million of market buying can move the price of Bitcoin 1%. Is what it was. I don't know what the ratio is now. Once again, that was at like $35,000, I think. But now that we're at 68, it's going to take a lot more to move the market. So let's go down a little further. Let's see what we are on the small time frame. We'll just go down to the hour. We're not going to be doing any kind of scalping. You can see that we are like bouncing around off of the 100. Or bouncing around off of the 200 on the 1 hour. If we lose the 200 on the 1 hour, we might come all the way down to the 200 on the 4 hour, and that puts us at about $61,000. So that's super freaking scary. You know what I mean? But it's not the end of the world. We are still in a bull market. As far as I'm concerned, as long as we are over the 200 on the 8 hour, we are good to go. Let's look at Cardano real quick. So yesterday, I went ahead and deleted the Elliott wave that we had on here because I was thinking that it had been invalidated. And then I think today it just revalidated the Elliott wave. So your Elliott wave, when you're marking it, first move, you go from the bottom to the top. You come back down to the 0.5 on the fib. And that's your bottom for move 2. Okay, move 3 is to the 1.68 about from here to here, which brings us up here. And then a 0.382 move back to move 4. So when we had it, and where did it go? Dang it. There we go. Okay. So the way we had that drawn out, you got move 1, you come back to 0.5, you come up, you come down, and then you come up. So the way you were measuring this was on move 2, you're coming from wick to wick right there, actually move 3. And you can see that we came right back down to the 0.382. And that was, we weren't hitting it. So I was thinking that it was invalidated. And then today we got the dump, and sure enough, it hit it. Another thing about Elliott wave is that if your first move is sharp from 1 to 2, your second move is going to be kind of sideways and then down. And you see how that just kind of do, and then boom, right down to the 0.382. And then that's vice versa. If your first move is kind of sideways and then down, your second move is going to usually be a violent move. So now that we are in 0.4 of the Elliott wave, to get this fifth move right here, you're going to take and you're going to do what's called a fib extension, where you're going to come from the bottom here to the top of the move of wave 3, click, and we'll extend that out. And it usually takes you to the 1.68, which is up here at about 53 cents. So in my opinion, we're still good on this Elliott wave. You know what I mean? I thought this is something we've been playing around with, trying to see how it works. Johnny Tran keeps talking about it. We will have him on here one night and he will explain it way much better than the 3 freaking YouTube videos I watched on it. And, and we'll have him explain a little more. But to me, I mean, I think we're good to go. You know what I mean? So, and if another thing, like if we take that and we come from this to the top of that move and we hit that, look, our last one, whoops, hit that. You can see our last move right here. Bam, hit right at the 1.168 right there, the high point of 3.
That's crazy. So are you getting like actively excited about Elliott wave theory now that you've like messed with it a little bit? Because I feel like you're
actively excited. I don't know. You know what I do?
Because it seems like
let me put it this way.
Hitting those, you know what I mean?
It's not something I would use because normally I just scalp trade.
Yeah.
I just go in, I see what the trend is. I go down to the 7, the 15, the 7, the 1 minute time frames, and I start doing some scalp trades. You know what I mean? But if I was swing trading longer time frames, I do really like this.
Okay.
I really like this.
So this might be more for Orion, who said he likes longer trades.
Right. This would be good for like a multi-week or a multi-month swing trade. It can be used on any time frame, mind you. It just seems like it's a lot. It's very convoluted. I'm not going to use this to
for short time frames. Yeah.
I'm not going to use this to scalp the 1 minute freaking time frame. I'm going to use my indicator package. I'm going to use the 200 and the 21. 7 minute goes above the 21. Open along, set your stop loss right below it. Let it take off. You know what I mean? You break below the 21, open that short, set your stop loss right above it, and then you watch that trade and let it take off. You know what I mean? That's more of scalp trading. But for long term, I do really dig it. It gives us hope. It gives us hope of a Cardano to 53 cents.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Would be nice.
And not too distant future.
Yeah.
This one, so wave 3 played out a little longer than I anticipated it was. Originally, I had it right here, right over on these candles right here. This is when I originally drew it right here, the red line.
Yeah.
And I had the wave right here and I pulled it. And I think it brought us down to like here and then back up to like 53 or 50 something. But then it just went sideways through it. And I guess I didn't anticipate that delayed move down sideways as long as it went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, and this is actually the 8 hour. I should be on the 4 hour. The 4 hours is what I drew it on. The moves are still the same. You know what I mean? The candles, it's just more definition on the 4 hour. So you have more candles in here. But it hit perfectly. So I'm looking at a 53 cent Cardano. Oh, that is not the right freaking button.
Oh, don't show us your search history, Desert.
This is the desktop. There's nothing dirty on the desktop.
What's up, Jaleesa? Nice of you to join us. We are going through your favorite part, right? The TA. And it looks like ADA's looking at 53 cents, in
near future. We could be here. We could be here by Rare Evo. It's quite possible. So that is that. Let's look at Ethereum real quick, and then we will move on. Just because Ethereum is in the news, let's check it out. We are still in this pattern that we drew yesterday. Okay. Let's bring up some of the indicators down here. Let's make that smaller. I don't really use the RSI anymore. So we are still in this nice flag, this kind of upward trajectory right here. We come out to the daily and you can see us going up, going up. This could be, we're above the 50. We're above the 21. We're above the 50. So it's looking good. It's looked like, we got above it and now we're retesting it and bouncing off of it. So we could keep going and then just boom, start to go into that parabolic move. Or if I would say that if we break this trend line right here, we come down, retest it, and we can't get above it, I think it's going to dump. I just don't see that happening right now with the ETF. I mean, it could. Bitcoin pumped. You know, I think the difference between the Bitcoin ETF and the Ethereum ETF was Bitcoin ETF, boom, filed, approved, bam, started trading. So with the freaking Ethereum ETF, we had the 4B19s or whatever. Those were approved at the end of May.
And trading didn't
and
start.
and then it lagged until the S21s were approved. And then, so there wasn't that, it had that time to cool down. You know what I mean?
Didn't have that explosive pop.
Right. It wasn't because the Bitcoin was just like all of a sudden, you know, boom, it's ready to rock, you know? Yeah. So I think it had that advantage.
Shout out to Jeff Dukes. Surprisingly, he didn't win today. We already picked. Julissa didn't win either.
Surprisingly, yeah. Yes, so that does mean you need to buy some more.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Do we have a couple more charts we want to go over, or do we want to? Because I was.
Well, let's go down a little bit. We can go down a little bit further, real quick. We do have some tight. Some tight movement down here on the momentum waves. Look, this VWAP is just banging back and forth. We are getting slightly higher on the momentum wave. So it could be coiling up for a big move. We are below the 21 on the 4 hour, which is not good. We need to break the 21 and hold. And Asia could very well come in tonight and, you know, choose money over violence and go ahead and start buying up. But let's go down a little further. Expand this. All right. See, this kind of played out right here. You can see that if we extend these, we had the bullish div right here. It played out, but it came back down. But we're still getting, we are still going up.
So
as this is falling, as the price is falling, the momentum is still moving to the upside. And see how tight these momentum waves are getting. If we bring that in, let's expand it a little bit. Here, let's bring that up. But see how tight the chop is getting? This is coming down. This is coming up. Money flows going up. I mean, I think something explosive is getting ready to happen. And being the permabull that I am in the cycle, part of the cycle that we're in, I feel it's going to be to the upside. I could be completely wrong, and it could dump to zero tomorrow. You know what I mean?
I want to say shout out to my parents who I moved their Ethereum into Cardano before it before Ethereum really dumped hard.
Right.
And then so if Ethereum really takes a huge pump, then my mom's going to be like, all right, where's our money? And I'm going to be like, oh, Cardano, the one that pumps later, hopefully, you know what I mean? I mean, I still think $5 is in the cards at least, right?
That's what I'm shooting for.
That's my bear. My bear case is $5. I'm kind of getting a lot more bullish with some of the things that are coming out here lately. And like the rumors about Elon Musk incorporating decentralized IDs, perhaps talk to Charles Hoskinson. That's been going around here lately. I don't think his blue laser eyes were as a result of the Cardano thing. I think he was just making a joke about like Dark Trump and Dark Biden that were the memes that pumped really hard.
He was just trolling Biden.
Yeah.
You know.
And then do you know that on Saturn Swap with Piggy Party that Biden, like the Biden token was one of the first ones that actually got enough funding to be launched on Saturn Swap. Biden.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We were looking at that one yesterday.
Yeah, dude.
So I do see a move coming. You know, we're on the 1 hour. So look, we're bouncing. We've been playing with this 200. We come down, we bounce off it, we go up, we bounce off it, we go up. We broke through it. came down, had a newer set of lower low. We broke through it, and now we're bouncing off it again. And we really need to get above the 21. We need to stay above the 200. If we break the 200, just like I said with the Cardano or whatever, if we break this 200, come back down, we could. I mean, if we're following the trend, setting this lower low, that could extend us out. Let's see. The next level of support could be somewhere down here at 33.80. I don't know if we'll go that low, but it is possible. But I think we're going up, go down a little lower. So we have lost it on the 15. We have lost the 200 on the 15 and the 21. Money flow breaking sharply to the downside. No real bearish or bullish div, just kind of continuation. So we have to get some bullish momentum back. We're below it on the 7.
We got that green dot though.
We do have the green dot on the 7.
But I mean, that doesn't really even matter. It would play out and then it'd just be nothing.
Right. The green dot on a 7-minute could, it could play out and we could hit the freaking, that momentum wave could come all the way back up to 0. And all we did was bang our head on the 200 and then get a red dot and come back down.
Lower.
So I think it's very imperative. I wouldn't be trading tonight. I'm in some long-term trades, but I'm not scalping right now. I wouldn't be trading any of the big ones tonight.
Shout out
I'm
to Crypto King.
Underwater on my Ondo trade right here. But geez. I'm not worried about it. Very low leverage, and I just let it ride. So,
but you got a stop loss, right? We're not talking about any naked longs, right?
Nope, no naked longs. I do have stop loss. So no, we're not gonna lose a bunch like we did the other day.
All right. So let's reset the room before we go over some of these articles and talk about some of these current events. So everybody, if you could please like and subscribe. And let's see why I can't. There we go. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that we can make sure that everybody can join us, right? We want everybody to see this stuff. And if everybody were to retweet the space on Twitter or share this video with a friend on YouTube, and if you're on Twitter, if you go to YouTube and then you hit a subscribe and a like, it'll make sure that we get more people in here. We'll get twice as many people if everybody shares this with one person. So we appreciate everybody. But
let's see if this works. Okay. Meme coins, Floki, Shiba, Inu, to the moon,
Doge, Elon, Doge, Twitter,
Elon, Trump, Kamala,
Biden,
CrowdStrike. Maybe one of those words will trigger the algorithm.
Yeah, we tried. It's okay. So this one is kind of funny. So this one, it cracked me up, right? It cracked me up, so I needed to show this. Okay, so they should have never gave us AI, right? By Lil Moon Lambo. There we go. We got Kamala. This is what people do with AI, right? And I agree with them. They should have never gave it to us,
Right.
They should have never gave it to us. And then this one, I got one more for you guys. And then there's a point to this. So hopefully everybody gets a good laugh. They're happy about this. But okay, so this one.
Just keep watching. Look at him. Come to head scratch. Look at him. What are you looking at, y'all? What are you looking at?
And our heart is with all the families.
You gotta see if anybody's seen him. I seen you.
Yeah. So this TikTok was associated to the Kabuti account. Somebody launched a Kabuti token, and let me say, it is mooning, right? It is mooning. All right, what's up, W Silvers? All right. And yep, shout out to Crypto King. Thank you all for joining us. Okay, so what I wanted to cover, though, I only have a couple, is the spot Ethereum ETF. So it is seen with over 1 billion in trading volume on its debut. And so this is what I found was interesting. I don't really care. This is Cointelegraph. So Cointelegraph, a lot of the stuff here is going to be factually inaccurate, but I checked and it is pretty close to $1 billion worth of trading volume in the debut. And the reason that this is a huge deal is because, like we showed on the charts, the movement hasn't been that positive or negative. Right. So kind of what I was saying before is I thought when this came out, we would see a lot of de-risking from the institutions that hold large bags. Right. And then likely, as we were showing on the charts, I think that there is going to be a dip and then we'll see everybody getting back in the market. Right. And then that will be like, I think that there's going to be a pretty powerful move. I don't think we're hitting 4K yet. I think we got a little bit of time, but I think that there's going to be something that traditional stock people are going to be gawking at coming from this ETH ETF. It's inevitable. What do you think, Desert?
I'm looking for the ETF chart.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm looking for one. So iShares Ethereum, is that right? iShares Ethereum Trust ETF 4 hours. Okay.
But
so
I was going to say that Coinbase also narrows the demand for the SEC chair Gindler's crypto messages. And they're trying to push him out, right? They've already pretty much concreted some of the rules around crypto. It has come to light, that now a lot of crypto is being considered commodities, which is super bullish. And they're going to have to change the way that they actually deal with them. So the crypto exchange Coinbase filed a motion to compel the Securities and Exchange Commission to produce internal communications on its discussions about crypto, including the messages of Chair Gary Gensler, which this is interesting because if you remember when FTX collapsed, miraculously, Gary Gensler's calendar was blank on all of the multiple instances that he met with Sam Bankman-Fried. So I would be willing to guess, because they had already gotten in trouble in the FTX case for implementing the use of Signal and Telegram, encrypted, private, deleting messaging apps, right, within their internal governance. Right. And that's crazy, right? You can't have a transparent government that is supposed to be held responsible for the decisions that they make and the things that they do. And then they're deleting all their messages. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, I'm really good at making these ridiculous metaphors, but look, if you're married, you probably don't want to have a Tinder or a Bumble. You know what I'm saying? And so what they're saying here is that they're trying to see Gary Gensler's Twitter and Bumble and all of the dirty messages he has in there. And,
there should never be a reason for a public official
to not be able to be held accountable.
Right. In an official capacity, using things like Signal or stuff like that.
Especially as a business practice. That's crazy. That's like judges. Right. You know what I mean? Judges probably shouldn't be using the dark web. You know what I mean? I don't know. Probably it's not. Just it's similar. It's a similar concept. So that's what I feel there. That's what I think is going on. What else do you think? What else do you think about that?
I think that Gary's out. Next year.
I think he's out
I believe now, no matter who wins the presidency, he's out.
Well, he has
Kamala, if it's Kamala, if it's Trump, it doesn't matter, because now that Kamala, after 3.5 years of not saying anything about Bitcoin, all of a sudden wants to show up to the Bitcoin conference and be pro crypto.
This is what we needed. Okay, I need to say one thing to you, sir, Desert Crypto. John, this guy, he's freaking smart. He knows what's going on. And the moment that Biden went out, I said, hey, You know what I mean? Now that they got fresh blood, this is the only way they can save the whole strategic thing. They got to pivot. They got to change the way that they're going at it. And Bitcoin and crypto is a one issue vote, like for those voters, right? They don't care who it is, because at the end of the day, we're creating our own system with or without you. When your fiat collapses, the crypto system has already been created. So crypto people, independents, they're one issue voters on crypto. And Trump, for a very long time, came in very strong in support of that. He got a lot of backing, right, from a lot of people all over the space. And then Camilla had to do this, right? She has to pivot to the thing that is attracting the young generation, that is attracting these independents. She has to steal that base from him. Otherwise, it's going to put a lot of people off. She has to be likable. She has to go for the middle.
So it's not like, I think they were treating it like crypto is a special interest group, right?
Yeah.
You have 50 million crypto holders.
Yeah.
That's not a special interest group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, that's more people than care about immigration, abortion, all these other kitchen table items combined. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, most people are completely disconnected from the border crisis. I live in Arizona. It's a big difference. People in Texas, New Mexico, you know, California, they understand. People in Wyoming, Michigan, Illinois, Minnesota, they don't care about the border crisis. You know what I mean? The abortion, that might be a little bit bigger. There's probably more people that care on both sides what's going on with that. But crypto transcends everything. I mean, half of like the Democrat voter base is a lot of Gen Z and millennials. And Gen Z and millennials
hold crypto.
Huge crypto holders.
Because this is the opportunity, right? This is our .com boom. This is our generational wealth opportunity. And this is going to be where the like great reset pushes a lot of money out of the traditional safe havens that people have known about, because they're so highly manipulated, in my opinion.
If Gary's out, who's on deck? I'll tell you who I'd love to see. I'd love to see Crypto Mom. I'd love to see Hester Pierce.
Okay, Hester Pierce. I would be with that. You know
what I mean?
I will say, she's kind of a Bitcoin maxi, isn't that right? Like, I mean, like, she's kind of a. I mean, like, you know, you have to pick what you know, whatever. Like, we know her, but she's kind of a Bitcoin maxi.
No, not necessarily. Because remember, we covered an article a month and a half ago where she's working with like Europe and wants to, she was the one that brought up the fact of not penalizing crypto companies, putting together a regulation or a framework to where you have like 2 years. And that was for all crypto.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's where you were getting tax breaks. You had 2 years to prove like a viable product and all kinds of stuff. She's big on
innovation,
the crypto industry as a whole. You know what I mean?
All right, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Maybe we go for Crypto Mom, and we definitely need John Deaton to just like absolutely demolish and devastate Elizabeth Warren.
On the flip side of that, so we already know that it's been flouted that
Larry
Trump,
Fink.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Trump and Jamie Dimon for Treasury Secretary. Now it's being floated about Larry Fink for Treasury Secretary.
Dude, and this is like maybe something that we shouldn't talk about here, but this is the conversation I was having with my mom the other day, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, there's that conspiracy video of Vivek talking about how the person that's going after Trump is like inside both parties, right? Do you see that? Did you happen to see that clip? It's okay.
I don't know, but I do believe I believe that's 100%.
But he mentioned in that clip, he's mentioned Jamie Dimon and Larry Fink. But the thing is, right, this is what I was explaining to my mom, right? With the fiat system, the people that make the most money are the banks and the creditors. So like these huge investment capital firms like BlackRock, right? They have
Right.
so much capital. So these are the people that are the financiers, right? They finance all these things. They give the credit to all these people. But you know how banks work. They have zero reserve. They make an interest on the loans that they give you from this fake money. And then they end up taking all of the cash that they make, and then that's their money, right? But they don't actually have any money. So if everybody came to take their money out, it's not there.
Right.
So this is why those types of individuals are very much warmongering, right? And support these huge like Arsenal, like Lockheed Martin, some of these huge companies, Raytheon. The reason is because it's good for their money. They get to give out credit, right? They get to give people fake money that doesn't exist while they line their pockets, and it's unsustainable. But
and that's how the interest rate works. That's why, they say the federal interest rate is 5.25%, but when you go to buy a house, your interest rate is 8 or 9%. That's because that federal interest rate is 5.25% for a select handful of big banks. Okay, so they have about 4 or 5 banks that the Federal Reserve deals with. They loan it to them at 5.25%, and then those banks loan that money to the lower, the tier below them at say 5.75, and then that bank loans it to the tier below them, say at like 6.5. And then that bank loans it out to like a mortgage company at like 7.5. And then that mortgage company charges you 8. You know what I mean? So that's how it works. And it's all about fees.
Yep.
Today, we were just talking about the Ethereum ETF.
The volume is what makes them the
money. They don't
money.
care about the price.
Yeah.
Because they make money going up or down.
Yeah.
It's just like the statement that I made from Arthur Hayes. So Arthur Hayes stated there was no doubt in his mind. I'm going to mess it all up, but there was no doubt in his mind. He said this months ago about the Ethereum ETF getting approved. And the simple reason is central banks run governments. The United States is no different. And when central banks seen the money they were making off the Bitcoin ETF, the fees, no matter which way it goes, they're going to push through any ETF they can. So expect a Solana ETF, expect a XRP ETF. In my opinion, it's not a matter of if, but when all these ETFs come to fruition. Expect a basket ETF like you were talking about, like maybe an AI basket or a DeFi basket or an RWA basket. You know what 100%. I mean?
100%.
So, other than that, yeah. I have a couple of things. We did not go over Ondo last night. So I want to bring up this. I thought I had a couple more tweets posted. So now we know Ondo, RWA, it's attached to the Biddle Fund. The Biddle Fund is a BlackRock thing. Larry Fink, blah, 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 moving money, tokenized money markets, tokenized treasuries, stuff like that, right? And Ondo has its own stable coin. It's called USDY. This stable coin is unlike the Bitcoin stable coin we were talking about the other day from Hermetic, which is pegged to like shorts futures, and things like that. This stable coin is pegged to short-term treasury bonds. Okay. So it's more stable. This is something I think will definitely work. But if we read this, attention Cosmos builders, USDY, our market-leading yield coin, is now live on @NobleXYZ mainnet, making it accessible to the 90 plus chains in the Cosmos ecosystem. Okay, this launch introduced the first tokenized treasuries product to the Cosmos ecosystem. A number of high-profile Cosmos blockchains and projects will be leveraging USDY, including Injective, Osmosis Zone, Helix App, HydroFi, Team Kujiri, and Pith Network. Ondo, Pith, I mean, Ben may be a conspiracy theorist, but he's got a good point. Look at the Ondo logo. Look at the Pith logo. It's just rotated freaking 90 degrees. Let me show you. Let me show you guys.
Yeah, he said that they planned this merger eventually from the beginning.
Well, why won't it show? Where's the logo? Why isn't it showing me the freaking logo? Are you freaking kidding me? Look at that. Okay, you guys can see that. Look at that Pith logo right there. Okay?
Yeah.
Look at that Ondo logo.
Yep.
One extra line and turned on its side. Come on. That's, I mean.
And they fit inside each other, right?
Their marketing team dropped the ball that bad.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we'll just copy this other random freaking Oracle play or vice versa. I think Pith was out before Ondo was. So let's go back to that. Anyways, you know, outside the conspiracy theory. And I guess there's something to some kind of Fibonacci thing with the lines and the curves or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's a little deeper into the rabbit hole. But USDY is a tokenized note backed by short-term U.S. Treasuries. Holders enjoy the utility of stablecoins while earning yield. This expansion allows users in the Cosmos ecosystem to tap into USDY for a diverse set of DeFi use cases, including trading as collateral for lending and borrowing and more. So this, I think, is big. You know, Ondo and Noble. Let's see. I wonder. There's no sound, I don't think. Yeah, it's just like a GIF. It's not really a video. It's just a GIF. So yeah, this message ends. And then, so we do have this with SWI. It's another coin I'm big on, SWI. Franklin Templeton says SWI is the best blockchain there is. Whether that's true or not, who knows? You got to remember, though, SWI was created by the developers of Diem from Facebook.
Yep.
So they know what they're doing. It is a centralized exchange. I mean, centralized crypto. You know what I mean? It is becoming more decentralized, but, you know, centralized, decentralized is a sliding scale. Nothing's truly decentralized. Nothing is truly centralized. Okay. We're excited to announce the integration of AWS Cloud's blockchain node runner on SWI with the Navi protocol as the first customer. Builders can now easily set up and deploy SWI full nodes within the AWS environment and benefit from high availability, scalability, reliability of their cloud infrastructure. So, I mean, bullish. It's not really bullish or bearish, but it is some more expansion from the SWI team. And I think that's about all I had brought up.
So I got one more.
Okay.
Actually, will you just go to Eddie Cara right now?
Good, Eddie?
Yeah. We love Eddie, like Whimsy. We think that that's an excellent RWA play. Whimsy and Platypus.
I spelled it wrong. That's why.
Yeah, I was going to say, no way. I'm looking at it.
I was like, I know he's there. There we go, Eddie Cara.
All right, now go down. I think it was that one below that. Right there. Look at that. Check that out. I don't think
Ripple and BlackRock. Hold on. You know what? Do we want to listen to it? Let's listen to it real quick. So let me stop and let me share
from
this.
The horse's mouth.
Yeah. Let me present just the actual screen so we can hear it. Go ahead and expand that. Oops, wrong screen. Expand.
Yeah.
Expand.
We would certainly welcome it, and I think it's inevitable.
So you would welcome an XRP ETF then?
We would certainly welcome it, and I think it's inevitable that there'll be, you know, multiple ETFs around different tokens. I think you'll even see ETFs potentially around baskets that also, I think, further diversify that risk.
Are you in talks with the largest issuers, particularly BlackRock, to get this done?
Well, I'm not going to comment on that. I know BlackRock has said some things publicly. We think it makes sense for the XRP community overall. Ripple obviously is a very important stakeholder in the XRP ecosystem, but we're not the only player. And like we've seen, before the SEC lawsuit, XRP was the second most valuable digital asset. I think because of the headwinds of that lawsuit, we've now seen that largely abate. But the long-term view on these things is about, how do you create utility and really solve real-world problems with these different digital assets?
So you would welcome an XRP ETF then?
Real-world problems. Yes,
Oh my God.
100%.
So I have another one. This will be the last one, and we will call it a night. Okay, so now go to Bitcoin
Oh,
Magazine.
we still got time.
I know we
Unless-
do. I'm trying to
Huh?
go. I'm trying to go just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
got
what's the
family
next
in
one?
town. I appreciate everybody. It's not my uncle, so I should end up unscathed. But so Bitcoin Magazine. Yeah, you're gonna like this one. I know how much you like Camilla.
Bitcoin Magazine Pro?
No,
Oh,
just
no,
Bitcoin
no.
Magazine, just straight up,
There we go.
or our Kabuti. Okay, down, right there. That one right there. I told you this would happen. Let's get a read on that one.
Is it
It's
they're
not-
making up their minds today. Okay. That's it.
No, but it's Bitcoin 2024 conference. CEO David Bailey's in talks with Kamala Harris campaign for her to speak at the event. Oh, they're making up their minds today. And you know that she's going to push to be there because it's another opportunity to debate Trump, whether it's a debate or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
She has to. And they're not going to say no.
I think though, all of a sudden she's bullish on crypto. Once again,
She has to. But that's what I'm saying
Right.
is important. The fact that this has become an issue that is on the table that both parties have to address now. I mean, I think that it sets the precedence that, like next election, it's going to be the middle issue as well.
but I feel that even though I feel it's just another,
You feel it's
Politicians-
disingenuous.
it's a politician's empty words
Yes.
when it comes to her. She just wants your vote. There will be no innovation. There will be stonewalling. Her place will change because the main players, the banking system with the Democrats, aren't going to want it. Now with Trump, I think it's different because JD Vance literally owns Bitcoin,
And
is
one of
a
the top
major
holders
holder in several
buybacks.
projects and NFT projects.
Yeah.
And that's the
And
vice
Trump's
president.
going to put out another NFT, which we covered
Right.
before. Hate him or love him, buy them when he launches them, and then sell them to some poor sucker for 10 times the price that you paid for them immediately after. Do not wait for the price to go back down.
Right.
If you want to keep one for sentimental value, go for it. But
And I felt the same way about Trump also, you know what I mean? I was slightly bullish. I was bullish that Trump was talking about it. Obviously, he's the first person talking about it. Did I really believe wholeheartedly that it was more than just a politician's ploy?
Yeah.
I was slightly believing that it
I
was
will
more
say-
than just a politician's
I will say
ploy.
the issue that Camilla is really going to have, though, the lingering betrayal and mistrust of Biden, because he
Right.
said that he was pro crypto, he came around, and then he vetoes the bill that is pro crypto, and then so as long as I think that the only way she can navigate that is if she doesn't do that, right? If she does that one, she's burnt on it, right? If she doesn't,
but we'll never know
yeah,
until after she's elected. She don't have no power to do anything between now and then.
you're right.
You know what I mean? It's not like she's a sitting president. She doesn't veto things, or she's.
Yeah.
I mean, the freaking vice president is basically worthless. You know what I mean? All they do is campaign and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They don't
I wanna
really.
see actually also who she picks, right? She's gonna have to pick somebody strong, and depending on their view on crypto, I think that could help. And then also if they're younger, they got to be younger.
Well, there was
They
a
can't
handful of people, and I don't know if any of them are pro crypto. None of them stood out of her potential people.
Huh.
You know, I'm telling you, this is just her. This is just her campaign managers saying, "Hey, this is your chance. Pro crypto, Bitcoin rally. Go on there, show you're strong." And if Biden wasn't a walking corpse, he probably would have went to the Bitcoin rally also.
Dude, I don't think he would have.
I
think he would have. I think he would have faded it. I think he would have been like, "Oh, this is not a big deal. It's a bunch of nerds hanging out together."
To his financial, because he already, like you said, he already flip flopped and was like pro crypto or whatever. And this is the biggest stage. You know, Bitcoin conference is the biggest stage. So, but he's just not. He's a walking. He can't hold a press conference without a teleprompter. He can't even do a fundraiser without a teleprompter. You understand what I'm saying? He can't talk for more than 5-10 minutes. There's no way he could have, you know.
Here's my quick hot take. So I was looking at the candidates list. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so this guy, Andy Beshear, he was the governor of Kentucky. I've met him before. I think he's good people. But when I asked him what he thought about the mass incarceration of African American people and the privatized jailing system, right, for marijuana, which is still not even legal in Kentucky, he said he didn't know anything about that.
Of course he doesn't.
Which was because he knew whatever answer he gave, because those people get money. You know what I mean? I
don't recall the situation that you were talking about.
Yeah. I did not.
Whitmer, she's a freaking
woman.
She's a nutcase.
And then JB Pitzker, I don't know him.
But
the thing that is exciting a little bit is, and then Gavin Newsom, I know you love that one.
He's pro crypto.
Yeah.
But there's no way I see him playing
Westmore
fiddle to Kamala.
Honestly, okay, so this is like my hot brown person take. I feel like for America, I think that Westmore would be a difficult candidate for them to win. It'd be too much, it would be too progressive, I think, of a ticket. Buttigieg, okay, whatever.
That dude's
Roy Cooper, okay, whatever. Tim Walz, I'm looking at him.
Doesn't scream crypto to me.
Doesn't scream crypto to me. Also doesn't scream young.
Like the Monopoly man without the monocle.
With that on? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so it's interesting. I think that this the VP thing is definitely the biggest opportunity that she has to get a lot of attention, right? If she picks the right person, I think that could change everything. I think if she doesn't, then it'll be decided. But like I said, I think that before she stepped into the ring, Trump was 100% the obvious winner. And then I feel like since she stepped in the ring, this is Trump's biggest opposition. His biggest obstacle is going to be himself, unless she just, performs really strong.
I feel she has a lot to overcome, though.
Yeah.
She's a very unlikable person.
But what I'm saying is that the fact that there was a switch up, that could be the saving grace. It wouldn't have worked before, I don't think. Right. So I think that now the switch up, it's the Hail Mary,
The October surprise, even though it happened in July.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's what I'm saying. That's why the Bitcoin conference will be very telling. I think everybody in crypto is going to pay attention to. And if you don't pay attention to it, you are going to be hearing about whatever.
I'm going to tell you what, though.
Bitcoin conference.
If they let her speak at the Bitcoin conference, she better have a good script writer. That woman is a cackler. I think she has alpha bowel fox disease. What is it?
Whatever it is that makes him laugh.
Yeah. You see the commercial with Danny Glover, right? And he's talking about that uncontrollable laugh and uncertain. Bro, and it's not just her. Hillary Clinton was the same way. Had that, I don't know. She's
I
not a
don't know.
serious person.
We will see, man. We will see. She's a prosecutor, you know. She brings that prosecutor.
Oh, I thought you said she was.
energy.
Well, I'm
No,
not
no,
going to
no.
say what I thought
She's
you
a
just said when you said prosecutor.
If she brings that prosecutor energy, we'll see. Will she unburden?
She will unburden from what has been. Yes.
Unburden from what has been. I mean, yeah.
Do you know what that? Do you know what that means?
No, I don't. Is it
That's
wrong?
her line.
Oh, I remember. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. Oh my gosh.
You
Yeah,
need
that's
to
been all over
unburden from
Yeah.
what has been.
Yeah.
And that's
That
there's
is
like
hilarious
50 clips of her saying that over when she was on Charlemagne.
Yeah.
When she was on.
Yeah, and she says it just a little bit different every time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, what the hell does that even mean? Second of all, you sound like a freaking. I can't stand
Anyways, here we go. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. This was a spicy episode. We did talk about politics, but the problem is that the politics are getting into our crypto. You know,
Yes.
if they would just get out of our crypto, we wouldn't have to talk politics, and so here we are. But we're voting for crypto. I mean, I don't know who you guys are writing in, but if it's not crypto, I don't know what you're doing.
Right.
But I mean, okay. I just want to say real quick. To me, I believe every person should have a right to hold and custody their own money, right? I think that there should never have ever been a period in time when it was illegal for you to hold your own gold. I think that there should never ever be any rules that restrict you from possessing the thing that you think is valuable, right? Whatever it may be. And so I think that it's one of our basic human rights. If we want to hold crypto and we want to custody our own money, then you know what I mean? I think that that's the most important issue in general. Nobody should be able to tell me what I can and cannot do with my own money. And the problem is because crypto is cash and we live in a credit system where all of the big players make money off the interest that we pay for the credit. Anyways, I'm done with my soapbox. We're done.
Preach, bro. Preach.
You know, but thank you everybody for joining us tonight. It was fantastic. I'm going to go out and probably do something with my family. And if they left me, then I'm going to go to where they're at and I'm going to order a drink there.
There you go.
Everybody's fantastic. Have a good night. We'll see you around tomorrow night. Peace. And I don't know, should we put a little clip? Let's do the one, you know, the pretty video that you did.
Sure. Handle that.
All right.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you, guys.